Hello, BookTube. This is my weekly writing update. I don't have much to report. I did do some more revision idea work and deciding how I wanted to go about the revisions. I did finish the outline update. Unfortunately, I ran into a bit of a technical issue with writing. My writing programs, I have two open source, I think that's the right term, writing programs, OpenOffice and LibreOffice, and both of them have decided they want to make my life far more difficult than it needs to be. LibreOffice, which has been the open source writing program I've been using for the past year and a half, has decided that it wants to take an hour to load. Now, like yesterday, I clicked on a document at about 128, and it took till about 220 or 220, yeah, before it actually finally popped up. I'm like, what? I tried to update it, and my computer's having issues too, which I'll talk about after I complain a little bit about OpenOffice. So with OpenOffice, which was the first open source writing program I've used it for years now. I can write like for about an hour, and then the program will stop responding and it'll freeze up, and so I have to close it out and re-click on the document, or select a different document, and the document that I had to close out because it stopped working, it goes through like a recovery process, and sometimes what I wrote will be there and sometimes it won't. So again, very frustrating. And so I've tried to update LibreOffice, and my computer is having some weird issue with downloading. Excuse me. I'll try to download pictures or updates, because I needed to update my Google Chrome to do something, and it basically, the downloads go so far, and then it takes forever to finally finish up. And my computer does this about once a year, maybe once every 6 months, and it's incredibly frustrating when it does this. And it gets me to thinking of, I probably really should go ahead and buy a new computer. The one I have right now is about 5 and a few years old, or at least it's been in my possession. And I want to say it was bought new, so it's like a 5-year-old computer, and probably about time I look into upgrading or getting a new one. Yeah. And then eventually it'll kind of work itself out, but I probably should really look into getting a new computer. And I talked to my brother about this, and he recommended maybe looking into just biting the bullet and buying Microsoft Word. And then I kind of saw the price tag, and I'm like, no, I don't want to spend that much money on a writing program when basically there are free versions that do just as well. So I'm kind of working right now on Google Docs and seeing how that works. And so far I'm liking it. It will take me some time to get used to, and there's no better way of getting used to it than by writing the revisions on it. But I'll let you know how the tech issues pan out over the coming weeks. Is there anything else? So in addition to finishing up what I want to do with the NaNoWriMo project, which I have been working on coming up with some names, so far I'm thinking the best option is Akkarzha the Sorcerer, or Akkarzha the Apprentice, one of the two. Now, for those of you who've been following along, you would be going, what happened to Zazaril, who had been the main character for this project for quite a long time. Zazaril, as a character, as a name, has been one of those names that move between characters and projects. He is also the name of a god in the Fates of Chaos project idea. And so I'm kind of like, do I want to use Zazaril here as the sorcerer kid or sorcerer dude, or do I want to just stick with him as the protagonist of the Fates of Chaos? So I kind of decided to rename a lot of the major characters in the NaNoWriMo project. So the new protagonist name is Akkarzha. No, it's not Akkarzha, it's Akkarzha. Okay, I've had a long day. Yeah, it's Akkarzha. There was another character I called Akkarzha, but I switched it to Akkarzha. No, anyway. So yeah, I'm excited to see how to finally get around to doing the revisions for Akkarzha the Sorcerer, and also doing some more work on the superhero project or the Fates of Chaos, one of the two. So I'll let you know how that pans out after I finish with Akkarzha the Sorcerer. So until then, have a great day, BookTube, and I will see you tomorrow with my weekly reads. Goodbye.